on your position.
Kyle.
Yes, ah!
Schultz, I have Ballard.
I should kill you right here for what you've done, you slimy, immoral piece of shit.
Do what you want, but the longer you throw your tantrum, the less chance we have of saving lives. So, by all means, proceed.
I know. You're right. Sorry. I know you didn't have much choice.
Take me to the sick. I'll evaluate the situation from there.
Let's go.
And thank you for getting me out of there and helping me to help.
You could thank me by getting us that cure.
Of course.
We have enough men to do that. Okay.
How has this occupation been going on for so long? Why isn't the U.S. invading?
Here you go.
because more people might die in the invasion than the occupation.
Well, let's go around then.
Yeah, but at least this would be over. I can't stand it. Day in, day out.
ever think this is how your life would go? Never mind. Don't answer. You see this coming when Skell first showed up?
Take as long as you need.
You see this coming when Skell first showed up?
Hi, Nomad. Go right ahead. Mads will be happy to see you.
Later, brother.
Later.
How you feeling about it?
Stay out of trouble.
Focus is my forte.
Blockaded off, and then you gotta jump over all kinds of crap to get through there. Well, not only them, there isn't shooting.
I'll talk to you later. See ya.
We need to help out our sick ones, but we need to make sure that we stay healthy. So use the proper sanitary procedures.
You're a little far from home, aren't you?
I'm here on work. This is no vacation.
You don't look like the typical tourist. In fact, you look like you have a little bit of soldier in you.
Well, what's your story?
I came here looking for a little peace. Instead, I found the wolves.
It sounds like we have a common enemy. What can you tell me about them?
I've been doing recon on those pricks for months now. They're different than regular Sentinel. They're more like you. They're highly specialized. They work in small teams, and they're lethal. They got their own op sites all to themselves. They hardly ever leave. They just train.
I'll have to pay them a visit.
What? You got a death wish? You can't fight them alone. They're too good. You'll need a full team to take them on.
Can I count you in?
Like I said, I came here looking for peace. But that doesn't mean I can't tell you where to find a fight. Let me know when you're ready. You'll need a team, so either bring your own or I'll help you find one. Then I'll show you where to find the Wolves' current op site, and you can get down to business.
Rowan, you got a little military in you.
I guess I still look the part. Hard to wash that stink off, huh?
Tell me about it. Who were you with?
Army, 10th Mountain.
Good. That ought to come in handy.
Can't tell who you're with, though. I'd call that a non-standard uniform.
We need deniability sometimes. And honestly, I wear what's comfortable. They let us get away with a lot.
Ah, you're one of those people.
I guess I am.
Reckon you can't tell me the name of your unit.
I could, but...
You'd have to kill me. Right. So, where were you before?
2nd Recon till '06, then I helped stand up Marsoc.
A Marine, huh? Shit. I fought with you guys in Afghanistan back in '05. Tough bastards.
I was there in '05, up in the Karengo.
Well, I'm glad you're here now.
Wish I could say the same.
Come on. I never met a Marine who wasn't up for a good fight.
You mean you never met a Marine that couldn't win a good fight?
There's gonna be a lot of fighting to do before this thing is over.
Then we'll just have to improvise, adapt, and overcome. Rowan, you got a little military in you.
I guess
Tell me about...
Army.
Good.
Can't tell.
We need...
Ah.
I guess I...
Reckon you...
I could.
You'd have to kill me. So... Right.
First group. 13 years.
Green Beret. I worked with a few of you boys back in Afghanistan. Oh,
I was there in...
those mountains.
A lot tough.
Well...
It's just mind over matter, brother.
Hey, I don't mind.
So it don't matter. Rowan, you got a little military in you.
I tell me... Army.
Good.
Can't tell.
We need...
Ah.
I guess I...
Reckon you...
I could.
You'd have to kill me. So... Right.
375. For 12 years.
A Ranger. I should have known. Ran into a few of your guys in Afghanistan back in '03.
'03. I was there. It was a busy time.
No shit.
Oh, yeah. Jumped into Kandahar in '01 and went back in '03, '05, '06, '08, and, '09.
Well, you definitely smell like a Ranger.
You mean like success?
I was gonna say like crayons and sadness.
I like you, bro. Rowan, you got a little military...
I guess...
Tell me...
Army.
Good.
Can't tell...
We need...
Ah. You're one...
I guess I am.
Reckon you...
I could, but...
You'd have to kill me. So... Right.
I was at group, then went over the fence.
Delta Force, huh? Spooky, spooky.
Ah, no one really calls it that anymore. But yeah.
Well, shit, man. We got the right guy for the...
Ask me again.
There ain't nothing...
If you've got some snakes, I'm ready to eat.
We got things a lot worse than snakes here.
Yep. Me. Rowan, you got...
I tell me...
Good.
Can't we... Ah.
I guess I...
Reckon you...
I could.
You'd have to kill me. So... Right.
I was Navy. Did a few years on the teams before joining DevGru.
SEAL, huh? Did some work with them in Baghdad.
I was there.
Glad to...
Wish this... I guess we better get to work.
It's not gonna be easy.
The only easy day was yesterday. Rowan.
I get...
Tell me...
Army.
Good.
Can't...
We need...
Ah.
I guess I...
Reckon you...
I could.
You'd have to kill me. So... Right.
The 2-4. Special Tactics Squadron. I'm a controller.
Air Force?
AFSOC. I was attached to TF Blue for a few years before I got picked up here. Was with Task Force 145 in '06. Hunter-killer team.
Hunter-killer, huh?
Something like that.
Good. We got lots that needs hunting and killing around here.
Just point me in the right direction, and I'll take care of the rest.
I like your attitude, but this ain't gonna be easy.
Then let's pull chocks and get to work. So, Rowan...
You know. Classic stuff. Came to the island, found peace. Didn't mind the neighbors until they pulled out the killer drones.
Cool.
The battlefield will need more blood. Makes the green grass grow. Right?
You ever see yourself doing this?
something, instead of rotting in Erewhon.
This is how you like it, Joe? Never.
So Project Deus.
Look, what's there to track?
Jesus. Surviving death by living on as a machine? Doesn't sound much like surviving to me.
Me either. It's in the name, Brute Squad. Project Deus isn't about cheating the god of death, it's about becoming him. For these people, it means absolute power. That's what the outcasts are fighting against.
Kidnapping Madeira and sending out hunting parties. Sounds like Stone's got a big heart-on for you suddenly.
Sudden, maybe. You really think we had anything to do with him declaring martial law? Stone would have found a way no matter what happened.
That's one hell of an endorsement.
At least Walker seemed to have a purpose. But if he ever thought he was in control, he was fooling himself. It's only ever a matter of time before Stone remembers he doesn't play well with others.
Your people look like they're barely holding it together.
What, you mean these nerd farmers aren't ready for Brute Squad boot camp? It was hard enough turning these pocket-protecting 4-H'ers onto vandalism, but infiltration and sabotage? It's a goddamn miracle that we've survived this long. But we're not fooling ourselves. We know at the end of the day, we're just standing with our fingers in a dike.
Yeah, well, the tide's coming in. Surviving off the grid is one thing, but if you don't start punching above your weight, you're gonna get slaughtered. If you don't think your lot's up for that, best thing would be to scatter to the wind.
If not us, then who?
Big shit move, grabbing Gibson.
Sometimes your only shot's to punch above your weight. Anyway, there's no going back now.
If Gibson and Becker ain't...
That or I'll live to regret this. What the hell?
Let me ask you something. Why South Cape Station? Liberty's right next door, and it wouldn't take much for Sentinels to surround you and cut you off from everything.
It's rare that outcast cells stay put more than a few days. Nature of the beast, I guess. With this place, we were just looking for something more permanent where we could stockpile supplies and safeguard assets. The landfill keeps away Sentinel and Skeller tourists from the capital. We're right near to our fields of operation and close enough to Sentinel that we won't show up on radar. As far as security's concerned, the Creek does a decent job of keeping us hidden, and looking out at the cabins is a bonus.
How does Sentinel Corp take control of Aurora?
Skell hired them to deal with us initially once he realized that he had some resistance against transhumanism, his own private militia. They started making arrests, so a few of us went to ground and our sympathizers followed, thinking they'd leave us alone once we were outside of the cities.
But they didn't.
Stone got permission to operate outside Liberty and Infinity, and Skell let him set up shop in the Cold War installations to patrol the wild. Once they got there, they did just enough to keep us at bay, while using us as cover to bring in men and vehicles, which he hid from Skell in some underground bunkers, which of course are now called Camp Ferret and Camp Weasel.
Son of a bitch has a sense of humor.
We were watching the whole thing happen. And when they grew strong enough, they took over. They literally came up out of the ground. Skell had no idea what hit him.
I want to know about the bombing.
It was a mistake.
There was nothing strategic about the Skell Foundation. It was an office building. You weren't even at war yet, so why do it at all?
Attention? Skelltech completely ignored us when we tried to meet with them about transhumanism. We've been getting the runaround in Aurora's parliament, who were a bunch of Skelltech groupies anyway. There was no other way to get people to wake up about what was really happening.
Except the civilians out were in the building. Not doing much waking up, are they?
I get it, okay? We've been through. If there's something I can actually do about it, let me know. Till then, drop it.
Is it you plan on playing terrorists some more?
We aren't terrorists. We were activists who went too far. Now I'm not sure what we are.
How do the outcasts manage to sustain themselves out here?
Barely. None of us have the skills or equipment to farm or fish. Even if we did, it'd bring us a boatload of attention that we couldn't afford. Once in a while, a civilian will leave some food at a dead drop, but it's risky and never much. Best bet's always to steal from farms and raid Sentinel supplies, but of course they're protected. Then there's still the matter of getting the supplies out to as many cells as possible while avoiding detection.
Nobody thinks about food at first. That's why so many groups who call themselves revolutionaries end up as bandits. Even if you don't think it's possible now, you'll want to be careful you don't drift that way. I was out at Darkwood Island. Looked like Skell built a city and abandoned it. Unless he's planning to turn a row into a movie backlot, I can't quite figure out why he'd do something like that.
How else would he test the AI in his drones? The archipelago is chock full of dedicated training fields.
God damn it. The ones training there were combat models. Sentinel's building a whole damn army. Are you at all worried about the increased traffic around the industrial facility near here? Being that your HQ is so close, I mean.
The only human within miles is a skeleton crew of Sentinel rejects who probably got transferred there as a punishment and bitch all day about finding a detail with more action. Not the sharpest bunch. And just like everybody else, they're convinced there's nothing interesting on Windy Islands. So we let them believe that. We can travel back and forth on those barges day in and day out, and the only thing that follows us is a stink.